New World Order, you underestimated the people. You took a gamble and you lost.
Okay, we don't like this. Okay, well then we're going to do this, and that is just how it's going to be.
Evidence brought to light that there is a corrupt officer, or that officer did shoot that kid on purpose.
I don't care how I look, I don't care how I sound, I don't care what the beat is. I just care the message gets across.
Greetings, world. I am the drummer. I represent the voice in the Worldwide Resistance Network, and if you're watching this, you are the resistance. And this video is for different sorts of resistance. Now bear with me, because I'm just going to warm up here, and it's not all going to be in the dark, so don't worry. I'm just going to smoke a joint and just play a short song and just chill and get myself in the mood, and then I'll go from there. So, because these videos aren't like, they're only planned to the extent of, yeah, I'm going to do a video and yeah, I might talk about this. So I got to get myself warmed up here. And while I'm doing that too, I'll also do some responses and stuff like that to the Worldwide Resistance Network's weekly report, Money's the Root of All Evil. And yeah, just things like that. So just bear with me. This won't be too long before I start, so patience. This is going to be one of my longer videos.
My mission at hand is to murder its plan and bring down the all-seeing eye. Stand in the fight for the right to be free from the lies and deceit. Our brains have been washed and our souls have been lost, and we will not back down nor retreat. They will not give up into obvious, so we will unite with our consciousness, and eventually we're going to repossess the freedoms we had while we cleared the mess. Stare into space, I can see the stress on the physical plane of our consciousness. The things that we want, we can manifest. All we need is to focus. In the land of dreams, it's an endless sea where the conscious breathe for eternity. We can all unite there collectively, but we need to believe in CEC. Cause there are too many minds who are waking up, and there are too many lies in the media. And now they don't know the culture is shaping up to be the spiritual army who will fight up. But if we believe the world is gonna end, we can make it happen, so don't pretend that it's not up to you and you've got no control. The power lives within your soul. Gaze at the earth from a distance. 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 All you see that we want is all the air. Gaze at the earth from a distance. We can all unite with our consciousness. Gaze at the earth from a distance.
Alright, I'm going to put this thing out for now. I'm going to relight it later. I'll light up the cigarette for now while I do the Alright, before I get into the serious shit, this is to Tin Man and Lucid, and pickles and ranch is a totally normal thing, especially in Canada. Tin Man, if you don't try a protein, I will put you on the wheel of curses, which is behind me as we speak and will be seen soon. And you guys really gotta explore food culture. I can't believe you're that surprised. Pickles and ranch, man. Shit. That's intense. So, let's get this party started. Alright, that's the wheel of curses, by the way. So enjoy that. Alright, first thing I want to talk about is response to the what you guys talked about in your second half of the Worldwide Resistance Network's weekly report about the guns, and the only thing that's going to stop a bad person is a good person, and I totally agree. Yes, and that's going to go exactly what I'm going to tell you, because I'm going to go into some pretty, I don't know, weird stuff. It's probably been covered before, but who knows? First of all, with all that wacky gun control, I'm talking to Americans right now. I mean, you better start burying your guns if you have to, and prepare yourself, because when the war hits, and trust me, it will, and it'll be a worldwide war, the last war, the end days. America's going to get hit hard first, and it's going to start from inside. It's going to be an infestation, and it's already happening around you. History is repeating itself, and the same tactic that they're using in America has been used all around the world as we speak. As we've spoken, and you're going to find I do weird things with words sometimes, because it's a wacky dimension I live in. Everything are echoes. Yeah, sorry for that little skip. I just ran a video on my unit. I had to delete some few videos. What I was saying was, America, you have the right to defend yourself, and you're going to need to defend yourself, because you're being disarmed and you're being broken from the inside. And whether some people like it or not, their views on America is the standing signal, the sign. Once America starts getting hit and starts happening, then the whole world will be affected more than it already is, more than what's happening around the world. There'll be not only chaos, there'll be lots of things. You can only imagine what it's going to be like, and imagine that without being able to defend your families, without being able to defend your loved ones, your children. There's a lot of things to ponder when it comes to what are the government doing. There's shadow governments, there's puppets behind puppets, there's conspiracies made to be conspiracies, so you're distracted on that conspiracy and too busy looking at everything else. 9/11, for example, with all the signs and stuff, on the bills, do you not think they want you to discover that? They want you to discover that. They want you to know. The enemy. Who is the enemy? Whatever you want to call them. The powers that be. People behind the curtains. The ones, Obama, all our leaders, they're just faces. Faces. And I'm just a voice. I take your face. Just like they take your face. Now, what I'm going to say are going to be some fucked up things. Don't believe anything. Don't believe anything, not even the things I'm going to tell you. What you do is question everything. Ponder them. Everything. This will happen. The following I prophesy, and has been prophesized. The Zionist leaders in Israel right now are being exposed. And this is all going according to plan, mind you. Israel itself is going to become hated. The people. It already has been. It already is. The more the leaders, the more people go against it, the more people stand up for it. Of course, wouldn't you stand up for your country? Even if you knew certain things were going on? And this is all according to plan and according to biblical prophecy. The world will love Israel, and the world will turn their backs against Israel, and it's already going to happen. And that day, which is coming soon, is another sign, another mark that things are about to go sour. And I don't know when the day is going to happen. I give them within 2 years, 3 years. You know, we could be in the first, second, or third year. I doubt the third of the first 3 years. Now, I could explain what that means, but that could also sound even more crazy. Now these powers that be, these entities, these forces, these families, these whatever you want to call them, have been doing this since the recording time of Christ history, and they've altered things before the recorded time also. At first it was little jumbles. Now this is the thing with the Bible. The Bible is, how do I say this without offending a lot of people? It's half true. This might be down if it's not. It's half true, if that. And the thing is, the Bible is the biggest tool that has been altered. There's been things left out. There's been, it's made to give you a set point of rules. But within it, are hidden messages between the lines that give you the true Word of God. You can see it with your third eye. And all these things that are happening around the world, and all these signs are connected. Exactly connected. Since the beginning of time. This is the plan. This is what they've been waiting for all these years, thousands of years. Christ will return, but we are all Christ. It's our awakening of consciousness, because God is almighty consciousness that we're all a part of. Your Christ consciousness is something that exists within you. It's a 13-point chakra system. Google it, do whatever you want with that information. But it's in there, and that's going to signify awakening. It's going to bring an almighty consciousness of force. We're going to manifest into one almighty. That's going to be how great the awakening is. It's going to be our evolution, a mass DNA of evolution. But this is the thing. It's going to be after. It's going to be survivors, right? Because the war has to happen. There has to, and it's already happening. Now the rupture is not going to be all our spirits suddenly go into heaven or whatever, and you know, it's not what it signifies. And once again, you can do whatever you want with this, but that's not what it signifies. What it signifies is an awakening. Not only that, but two things. It's going to be mass killing, and people who live with love, true love, will ascend to the higher consciousness. Ooh. Heaven. It's the almighty place you get to go where you just, it's everything. It's so hard to explain, I'm not going to get into it. The first rupture, and the second rupture is going to be an awakening in the hearts. The beginning of the opening of the Christ consciousness, and it's already happening around the world. It might be happening to you right now, or before this. Maybe that's why you're still watching this video. Who knows? Who knows why you're watching this video? But something has piqued your interest, and you don't have to believe me, but do question me. And if you end up agreeing with me, then it's fine. Anyways, that's the rapture. And the reason I'm saying all these things is because it all ties back into the original plan set by these forces. I used to think this war was avoidable, like all this could not happen, but it has to happen. Honestly, it has to happen. And it's so hard to stop because you see, the more that is revealed to us, and the more we grow, so does the enemy accelerate their plan. And they make it known to that by sending those signals. You told Katy Perry riding the Super Bowl halftime show. Now you can doubt me about that, but on that day there was a wave of spiritual darkness that washed across America. Maybe you felt it too. Anyways, I'm going to light up this other half of this joint, and let's see what else I can tell you about these things. Feel free to comment, whatever. if it's actually something that you want to converse about, I'll respond, or someone will, and you'll get it going, right? I have to do these things. I have to say these things. And I can tell you what I've done to do these things, and I can tell you what I had to go through to reach this point. But I had to sacrifice a lot, is what I'll say. And I have to get it out there. That's why I'm just a voice. And I rely on Anonymous, and I rely on a lot of people to protect me, like whereabouts, all these things, so I can say these things. Next thing. There are 13 families that are running the 7 powers around the world, the shadow government, that are controlled by Rome, the Vatican. Now, there are those many that know this, and there's some that may not, but there are stores and stores of information in the Vatican that's only been a small percentage known to the public. What do you think is in there? True Gospels, maybe? Or proof, something or other? People, I could tell you from personal experience. I'm not saying these things, and I talk about God and stuff, I'm not saying them to join a religion. No, please don't get that twisted. God has no religion. God is the almighty consciousness, the universe, nature, the source of energy, whatever you want to call it. But I can tell you God does exist. And just like there are demons, there are angels. And just like there are humans playing the part of demons, there are people playing